Welcome to That Though podcast. I'm your host, Danielle McPherson.
And I'm your host, Lilly Carr.
Our episodes are brought to you by Rose Hill Library, and today's guest is Mrs. Holland. Before we have her join us, make sure you follow Rocket Productions on Instagram and Facebook. If you have missing episodes, you can find the Rocket Productions Network anywhere you listen to podcasts. So let's get started. How are you?
Good. How about you?
I'm doing good. How about you, Lily? Everybody's good. I don't know. Today feels like a Monday, and it's Tuesday.
I think it feels like a Thursday, and it's almost the end of the week in my mind.
Really?
Yeah,
well,
it's
we got 3 more
been
days.
a long week.
Oh, it has been a long week, but you did have a lot to do yesterday.
Yeah,
with
the blood drive.
So first before we talk about the blood drive, what all does NHS do, like as a club?
NHS as a club really is to star those kids who excel in academics, their community, including community service, which is why we do the blood drive. Every year we do a blood drive as a group, and this is our school community service project. The kids themselves have 20 community service hours that they have to do every year. So this is just our community service for the school.
Got it.
What all went into planning the blood drive and setting that up?
Well, first, after our last blood drive, we always schedule one for the very next year. Mm-hmm. The people from Red Cross reach out to me with the online portal, what we all do. Mm-hmm. And then the students themselves sit at the table for blood drive sign-ups, get everybody signed up, get out the correct paperwork, answer questions, and that kind of thing. And then the actual blood drive day, they're responsible for helping unload the Red Cross truck, helping the students who are giving blood, especially those that are scared, because it's a scary thing to give blood.
No, I wouldn't want
I don't like needles.
I don't like needles. I just kind of stay at the check-in area, so then I don't have to see the blood.
Yeah.
But they do a good job helping those kids, make them feel more at ease, kind of cut up, have laughs. And then they help them over to the canteen because it's important that you eat and drink, especially after you give blood. Talk to them there, and then help the Red Cross workers load the truck back up.
Okay. So, for you specifically, you said, planning and all that thing, and then the NHS kids being involved. Do they have to give blood? Or
No, they don't have to
do
give
they
blood.
get any extra points? Or?
They do. They get community service hours for giving blood. I give them 1 community service hour for giving blood. We have 2 or 3 NHS kids for each of the hours down there helping. They get an hour for that as well. However many times they do lunch sign-ups. Yeah. So, it helps with their whole 20 hours.
Yeah, because because we do blood drives for NHS. Or not, or for Ks too. So there's 2 blood drives a year, right?
I think
Correct.
so, yeah.
Okay.
And those go towards a scholarship.
Yeah.
I don't know how many people. If we meet our goal, then there's usually, I think it's a $500 scholarship. And anybody that donated blood yesterday got a $10 gift card from Red Cross.
I didn't know they did that. That's fun.
Dude, I should have donated then. I was scared though. I didn't want a needle.
It's something I want to do, but then I'm like, I don't do needles, so.
I feel like I could do it and I could get in the chair, but then the minute they try to do something, I freak out. Or having it, I don't think I can sit there with the needle.
No,
in there.
That's why it's important, I think, as first-time donors to have your peers there to kind of help you, make you feel more relaxed, take your mind off of it.
Yeah, distract you from the fact that you're
getting a giant needle
in
your arm.
Yeah. No, because they do the same kind of needles and procedures for big surgeries, and I just got my wisdom teeth out a while ago, and they had to do the same needle thing, and I couldn't even do it. I got knocked out immediately, but still, you can feel it afterwards. I didn't I can't talk about it. It hurt.
Yeah, those kids are definitely brave who give.
Yeah, absolutely.
And I'm proud of them.
Did you, or talk about your goal, what was the,
Our goal was 25 units, and we collected right at 25 units.
Okay, nice. So did you guys, have a lot of kids in there?
Yeah, how many people?
We had 17 students who donated. We had some community members, some teachers. Mr. Hill is always a good one because he can give Power Reds, which is basically you're giving double the amount of blood. So that helps us too.
Yeah. So you said it was open to the community. What hours or how long do you guys go? Is it just the school day?
It was just the school day.
Yeah.
It was from 9 to 2. The Red Cross gets there at 8, so it takes us an hour to have everything set up, ready to go. And they try to be done at 2. We really weren't done until probably 2:45 because we were a little bit behind.
Yeah. That's okay. Did you have any scares yesterday or
Oh,
like
yeah.
something bad?
To me, it always makes me like inside apprehensive because, you know, it's a lot. Yeah, I'm
Yeah.
always worried about those kids.
Oh, absolutely.
So for me, that's the biggest. It's just very stressful.
Yeah.
Because
Yeah.
I worry about them, and when I see them, you know, if they start to go kind of white. But the Red Cross does a good job taking care of those kids, and you know, everybody, if they start to look a bit faint, you know, they take care of them and everything, and then if we move them to the recovery table, I go over, monitor, you know, stand by them,
Yeah.
kind of talk to them, make them feel better.
That's good. I'm glad it went so good because like
Yeah.
I heard a lot of stuff and like everybody was leaving and for the thing and it was good.
Yeah, it was
Yeah.
a good, it was a
I
good
think-
drive. It was a good
I think it
drive.
was good.
I think it was good. I hope it was.
Yeah, it
But
was.
yeah. Okay. We'll be right back with Mrs. Holland after this commercial.
The Rose Hill Library started out as a community library at the school. Their hours are 9 a.m. to 7 p.m. Monday through Thursday and 9 a.m. to 1 p.m. on Saturday, and they're closed on Fridays and Sundays. They have nearly 10,000 items to check out, and all you need is a library card. They also have story time on Mondays at 10 a.m., and during the summer, they host summer reading programs. The library can also fax and scan documents to a flash drive and make copies for you. You can contact them at 316-776-3013.
McCullough's excavation was established in 1985 by Just McCullough as president. They started installing sewer service and septic construction for residents. Over the years, their company has grown into commercial and industrial and municipal site utility constructions. Their business hours are 7:30 a.m. to 5 p.m. and contact number is 316-634-2199.
We're back with Mrs. Holland on That Though podcast. So, when I was asking Browning, because we wanted to do a teacher and we wanted to just like have a conversation with them about a whole bunch of different topics, and he suggested you because of the blood
drive.
drive, yes. But he also said that you do teacher contracts.
Yeah, I'm on the REHEA, which stands for Rose Hill Educational Association. It's our teacher union, and I'm the vice president of that. Mr. Hill's the president, and we have people from the middle school and the elementary school as well. So we all work together to represent, basically we represent all of the teachers, not just the ones who are in the union. And in the summers, we work on ratifying our contract for the year.
Okay. So, what do you guys like meet a lot, or what does the timeline kind of look like for
We
you guys?
do quarterly meetings with the whole union. When we're in contract mode, yes, we meet once, maybe twice a week, because there's a lot of behind the scenes that goes into that, figuring out how much monies are available, what do we want to see, making a survey for the teachers. So it's not just like you show up to the board and just kind of wing it. There's a lot that goes into that.
Like, what all goes into it, and like, when do the contracts like get renewed?
So we start in April and May, putting out a survey to the teachers. What would you like to see? What's the most important to you, to make sure that we get their feedback and input? Because really all we are is like the spokesperson for the teachers.
Yeah.
So we put that out, we figure out what's really the most important to them. We then figure out how much money that we're gonna get from the state, so we can make it not a hardship for the district, but fair to the teachers and the other staff as well. And then we start meeting with the Board of Education. Will have, this time they had 3 board members who were on, I guess the other side for a contract for negotiations. And Mr. Lambert was there too. And it was really nice because we sat down, they asked us questions, you know, they had questions, concerns, we had questions and concerns, and it was just a very nice overall feel or mood to it. We came up with a really nice package for the teachers. I thought it was a fair package. We had an increase in health insurance, which we needed because we hadn't seen that in like 20 years.
Yeah.
Which as a teacher, that helps a lot because that's a lot of money out of pocket.
Yeah, exactly. When you guys talk to the school board or whatever and they have questions, has there ever been a time that you've been on there that they were like, we don't want this for the teachers, or like vetoed something that you guys have brought up?
Well, you never get 100% what you ask
want,
for.
but, like,
You know, it's kind of, they deem what's the most important, we deem what's the most important. It's a give and take.
yeah.
You know, and everybody realizes it's a give and take, but it is very professional. You know, there's no hard feelings.
Yeah. Do those meetings take a long time though? Just the back and the
Are
forth?
they-
Yeah, it does. It does take a long time, and this time I think it was in 3 meetings we had, everybody came to a negotiated, like, the agreement amongst ourselves, and then once that's done, we take it to the teachers to vote on.
So, talking a little bit more about communities and unit and all that stuff, the bond was voted on today.
Yes, or is voted
Yeah.
on
Or
today.
Yes.
it is currently being voted on right
Yeah.
now. By the time this goes out, does it go out today?
Yeah.
Okay, so yeah, we'll know by tonight, hopefully.
Tonight.
We will. But if you don't mind me asking, how did you vote?
I'm gonna vote yes, 100%.
Absolutely.
Absolutely,
Absolutely.
because it's good for our school, it's good for our kids. Anything that's good for the school is also good for the community, because people aren't gonna move here if you don't have a good school.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah.
So it's just good all around. I'm excited at all the changes that are in the bond. We need them desperately, so I'm very
Especially the high
excited.
school.
Yeah.
Yes,
Like,
yes.
Because they talk about how it hasn't been like renovated or updated in like 20 years.
No, it's-
or-
Yeah, there's a lot of things that
Yeah.
have not been updated since it was built.
we
Yeah.
just need a little love. I think we
Yeah.
said that with Lambert too.
A
Was that we
little
need a little love here.
Yeah, a little bit of spit shine on these
Yes,
floors would be
absolutely.
nice, yeah.
Yeah.
What's your favorite part about the bond? Or like what's got you the most excited about it?
I guess the most excited for me, because they're redoing some of the science rooms, so being a science teacher, of course, that's my favorite.
Yeah.
And the flooring, the auditorium as well, because
Oh, yeah.
so much things are done, and having 2 of my own kids who are in band, you know, it would be nice to be able to go to the auditorium and have a seat that's not broken,
Yeah.
you know,
The one that, like,
and
doesn't hurt.
yeah, and just have it look nice. And, you know, I enjoy going to the plays. And as a staff member, it'll be nice to be able to actually see what's on the screen if we do show a
yeah.
PowerPoint.
Oh yeah,
Yeah, that
the slide is so
screen.
small.
It's so small
Yes.
and always so hard to see.
And the lights going on and off like we're in Beetlejuice or something.
yeah.
They flicker.
Yeah.
Yes. Oh, I don't know. We need a lot of stuff.
Yeah,
It's gonna
so-
take a while though, is what I'm hearing. Is
Correct. I mean,
Yeah.
nothing's done overnight. You
No,
have to
absolutely.
make sure that
I mean, I wish it was though, because I would love to see the high school completely finished.
Correct. And you guys are juniors?
Juniors.
Juniors,
yeah.
so we're not gonna.
Yeah,
see.
probably not
No.
everything.
But our little sisters
Yeah,
will.
it's like our
'cause-
sisters come
yeah.
up and they have all of it.
And they're
Yeah,
gonna-
so it'll
yeah.
be exciting
Yeah.
for them, and you guys will come back for things, so yeah.
Maybe I might move to like Europe or something. I don't know.
No.
No. But no, it'll be really cool to see all this stuff. I am excited that they're having the softball field and like the outside stuff.
I am
done.
too, and I'm
Yeah.
really excited for that practice play field because so
Oh,
many
yeah.
different things are on there,
So
you know, for your team sports, for band, for soccer. A community uses it because right now there's big holes in it, and it always
Yes.
makes me a little nervous if somebody's gonna roll an ankle or
Because
whatever.
we did like PE units out there last year, and it was so hard playing soccer because you had to like jump over these big old
Yes.
holes, or else you'd roll an ankle. And JP's yelling at everybody. She's like, "Don't care."
Yes, so I'm excited for that. I think, and having the softball field here will be nice.
Yeah.
Because then you won't have to go to Shorty Cox and rely on the city to have to keep it up. Not that the city's not doing a great job,
Oh, yeah,
but still it's closer for us.
And I feel like with all these new renovations and updates, it brings a whole bunch of more people and like community stuff. Because like softball and baseball, you have baseball people going to softball. You
Right.
have
Yeah,
concessions.
you're closer.
like-
Yes,
and-
yes,
Yeah.
I
It's just-
agree, 100%.
Yeah, I feel like this bond, even though it's aimed towards the school, the community is gonna feel a lot of it too.
Yeah.
Correct.
Which is
because you know the community can use things.
Yeah. Well, I mean, those are all the questions I had.
Yeah.
But, I mean, we have 5 more questions.
We have a fun segment.
Yeah, we have a little fun segment. Are you ready?
Uh huh.
Okay. So, what is your favorite show to watch
Ever?
ever? Favorite show, like that you could watch repeats of?
This is gonna sound bad. Really, my favorite show ever is Star Trek: Next
Okay.
Generation, which
Yeah.
I know puts in my geeky mood. Followed by Big Bang Theory.
The Big Bang
Oh,
Theory
yeah,
is
yeah.
so good. It's so funny. I love that show.
What does your ideal weekend look like?
Wow. I guess my ideal weekend would be to go out to eat with my family, like Jose Peppers, go to REI, see what kind of new backpacking kinds of things that there are. Then maybe go for a hike. Go down to Arc City, go on the big nature trail down there.
Yeah. So we just had Halloween, and these were questions from last week, so I'm using them on you because we didn't get to use them.
Sure.
But what is your favorite scary movie?
I actually freak out in scary movies.
Oh, you can't watch them?
So I don't watch them because, like, I can't
You can't do it?
I can't do it. Like, I can't do it to the point of I can't even get out of my bed. Like, I get so scared.
Oh. No, it's okay. I feel that too.
If you could have one final meal, what would it be?
Oh. I think fettuccine Alfredo.
Yes. Yes.
Yeah. Fettuccine Alfredo with breadsticks and salad.
Oh, absolutely.
So Olive Garden.
So Olive
Yeah, so
Garden.
Olive Garden,
Olive
yeah.
Garden?
Yes.
I know, yeah. If there was one other subject that you could teach, what would it be?
Are you talking about within science or out of science?
Let's do out of
Yeah.
science.
History. 100%
History.
history. I love history and I just read history for fun. I really got hooked on history in college when we read not the textbook but different history books. And I found that I really love it. I watch documentaries all the time.
Oh, yeah.
Jerry Treat and I have a whole JFK conversation all the time. Yeah. So it's a passion of mine.
Yeah. Well, thank you so much for coming and
Thank
talking
you.
to us
Yeah,
today.
thanks. It was a lot of fun.
Yeah. And thank you for watching the At Bill podcast. If you miss any episodes, you can find them wherever you listen to podcasts. Make sure you follow Rocket Productions on Instagram and Facebook. I'm your host, Danielle McPherson.
And I'm your host, Lily Carr.